Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video we will solve 13 and 14th problem of miscellaneous exercise on chapter 10 of 12th class maths. So the 13th problem is the scalar product of the vector I cap plus j cap plus k cap with a unit vector along the sum of vectors 2 I cap plus 4 j cap minus 5 k cap and lambda I cap plus 2 j cap plus 3 k cap is equal to 1. Find the value of lambda. Okay. So what we have to do is we have to find the vector which is a unit vector and whose scalar product with this vector is 1, and also this vector is along the sum of the two vectors which are given to us. We have to find the value of this lambda here. Okay. So let's start solving the problem. So first of all we will consider a vector with this condition here. So let a bar be a vector, a unit vector, right? A bar be a unit vector whose scalar product with the vector I cap plus j cap plus k cap is 1 and which is along the sum of these two vectors. So 2 I cap plus 4 j cap plus 5 k cap and lambda I cap plus 2 j cap plus 3 k cap. Okay. So we have considered the condition here. Now let us one by one consider the condition again and see what we get. So first of all we will find the sum of these two vectors. Okay. So because this a bar is along the sum of these two vectors, so to find a bar we have to take the sum of these two vectors. So sum of 2 I cap plus 4 j cap minus 5 k cap and lambda I cap plus 2 j cap plus 3 k cap is, so 2 I cap plus lambda I cap is nothing but 2 lambda I cap, right? Then plus 4 j cap plus 2 j cap is 6 j cap, then minus 5 k cap plus 3 k cap is minus 2 k cap. So the sum of these two vectors is this. Now since a bar is a unit vector and a bar is along the sum of this vector, right? So that means the a bar can be obtained by dividing this vector by its magnitude. Okay. So since a bar is a unit vector along this vector 2 plus lambda I cap, then plus 6 j cap and then minus 2 k cap. Okay. Therefore a bar will be nothing but this vector divided by its magnitude. So 2 plus lambda I cap plus 6 j cap minus 2 k cap divided by root of 2 plus lambda the whole square plus 6 square, right, plus minus 2 square. All right. So that means we will simplify the quantity which is inside the root here. So at the side what we will do is we will just see what this comes out to be. So 2 plus lambda square plus 6 square plus minus 2 square, right? So a plus b the whole square will be 4 because a square plus 2ab. So 4 lambda plus lambda square a square plus 6 square is 36 plus minus 2 square is 4. So that means lambda square plus 4 lambda plus 36 plus 4 is 40, 40 plus 4 is 44. Okay, so that means a bar will be nothing but 2 plus lambda I cap, then plus 6 j cap minus 2 k cap divided by root of lambda square plus 4 lambda plus 44. Okay, so now what we can do is find the lambda value, but taking this condition, the first condition. Okay, what is the first condition? A bar is a vector whose scalar product with the vector which is I cap plus j cap plus k cap is 1. So this we will use here. So since the scalar product, that is the dot product, right? Scalar product of a bar with I cap plus j cap plus k cap is 1. So therefore we will get a bar dot product I cap plus j cap plus k cap equal to 1, right? So that means a bar is here, so 2 plus lambda I cap, then plus j cap plus 6 j cap minus 2 k cap divided by root of lambda square plus 4 lambda plus 44, right? Then dot product with this I cap plus j cap plus k cap is equal to 1, right? So this implies, now if we take the dot product of these two vectors, so the scalar will come out of the vector, so we will get 1 by root of lambda square plus 4 lambda plus 44, then bracket 2 plus lambda I cap plus 6 j cap minus 2 k cap, right? Then dot product with, so this bracket we don't need here, so dot product with this I cap plus j cap plus k cap equal to 1. So 1 by root of lambda square plus 4 lambda plus 44, right? So dot product we have to take now. So 2 plus lambda times 1 we will get. Okay, 2 plus lambda times 1, 6 times 1, right? 6 times 1, then minus 2 times 1. So that is 1. So that means 1 by root of lambda square plus 4 lambda plus 44. Okay, then we can calculate this. So this is nothing but lambda, then 2 plus 6 will be 8 and 8 minus 2 will be plus 6 equal to 1. Okay, so this implies lambda plus 6. So we can take this to the other side. So that is root of lambda square plus 4 lambda plus 44, right? So we can square both sides, squaring both sides, what we will get, this lambda plus 6 the whole square on the left hand side, and that will be equal to, so this root will go when you square, so lambda square plus 4 lambda plus 44. So this implies a plus b the whole square, so a square plus 12 lambda plus 36 equal to lambda square plus 4 lambda plus 44. Okay, so lambda square and lambda square will get cancelled here. So that means what we will get is 12 lambda minus 4 lambda equal to 44 minus 36. So that means 8 lambda equal to 8. So that means lambda is equal to 1, right? So this is the value of lambda that we get. Okay, so we have solved the problem 13. Now let us go to the problem 15. Problem 14 in the textbook has some typo. Okay, there is a mistake in typing there. Okay, so let us go to the 15th problem. Prove that a bar plus b bar dot product a bar plus b bar equal to magnitude of a bar square plus magnitude of b bar square if and only if a bar b bar are perpendicular, given a bar not equal to 0, b bar not equal to 0. Okay, so we have to prove this statement in both ways. Okay, because there is if and only if. So what we have to do is, let this be true, we have to prove that this statement is true. Okay, and then again what we have to consider is, let this be true, that is a bar and b bar are perpendicular, we have to prove that this is true. Okay, so let us start solving this problem. First part is what we have to let this is true, let a bar plus b bar dot product a bar plus b bar equal to magnitude of a bar square plus magnitude of b bar square. Okay, so to prove what? To prove that a bar and b bar are perpendicular. Okay, a bar and b bar are perpendicular. So now we can start with this statement. So since a bar plus b bar dot product a bar plus b bar is equal to magnitude of a bar square plus magnitude of b bar square. So this implies, now we can take the dot product. So it will be a bar dot product a bar plus a bar dot product b bar, right? Then b bar dot product a bar plus b bar dot product b bar. So this is equal to magnitude of a bar square plus magnitude of b bar square. So this implies, now we have studied that a bar dot product a bar is magnitude of a bar square plus a bar dot product b bar plus, now since dot product is commutative, b bar dot product a bar will be a bar dot product b bar plus b bar dot product b bar is magnitude of b bar square. Okay, so that is equal to magnitude of a bar square plus b bar square. Okay, so you have to keep on solving this, keep on simplifying this. Okay, so magnitude of a bar square plus here you will get now 2 times a bar dot product b bar, right, plus magnitude of b bar square equal to magnitude of a bar square plus magnitude of b bar square. So what will happen is, magnitude of a bar square and magnitude of a bar square here will get cancelled. Similarly, magnitude of b bar square and magnitude of b bar square will get cancelled. Okay, so what we will get now is 2 times 2 a bar dot product b bar is equal to 0, right? So that means we can divide 2 on both sides here. So a bar dot product b bar is equal to 0. Okay, so now from here what we get, now by definition of a bar dot product b bar, we will get magnitude of a bar times magnitude of b bar times cos theta is equal to 0, right? So this implies, now we can divide by magnitude of a bar times magnitude of b bar on both sides, because magnitude of a bar and magnitude of b bar are not equal to 0. So we will get cos theta equal to 0, and this is since magnitude of a bar and magnitude of b bar both are not equal to 0, right? So this implies cos theta is 0 means, what is theta? Theta is pi by 2, right? So therefore a bar and b bar are perpendicular. So this we have proved. So one side we have proved. Now let us prove the reverse. So that means what we have to do here is let A bar and B bar be perpendicular. Okay. So this we have to assume, and what we have to prove is to prove that A bar plus B bar dot product A bar plus B bar is equal to magnitude of A bar square plus magnitude of B bar square. Okay. This we have to prove. So let us start with the LHS. So LHS is nothing but A bar plus B bar dot product A bar plus B bar. So let us take the dot product here. So A bar dot product B bar, A bar dot product A bar plus A bar dot product B bar plus B bar dot product A bar and B bar dot product B bar. Okay. Now we know that A bar dot product A bar is what? Magnitude of A bar square plus A bar dot product B bar plus this B bar dot product A bar can be written as A bar dot product B bar, because a dot product is commutative. Okay. Then B bar dot product B bar will be magnitude of B bar square. So this will be equal to magnitude of A bar square plus, so this is 2 times A bar dot product B bar, right, plus magnitude of B bar square. So this is equal to now magnitude of A bar square plus 2 times, now you know the definition of A bar dot product B bar, it is magnitude of A bar magnitude of B bar cos pi by 2. Why cos pi by 2? Because A bar and B bar are perpendicular, right. So plus B bar square. So this is since A bar is perpendicular to B bar. Okay. Therefore this theta which is there will be pi by 2. So this will be equal to magnitude of A bar square plus 2 times magnitude of A bar times magnitude of B bar, cos pi by 2 is 0, right, plus magnitude of B bar square. So that means what we will get is magnitude of A bar square plus, this will be 0, right, 2 times 0 is 0, and what we will get is plus magnitude of B bar square. So that means the left hand side we started with, and then we have got the right hand side. Can you see this here? Okay. So this is nothing but RHS. So therefore LHS is equal to RHS, and hence we have proved the statement, hence proved. Okay. So that is the answer. So that's it in the video. If you have liked the video, please hit the like button, and if you have not subscribed my channel, please do subscribe. I will see you in the next video.